Hello, colleagues and friends. I'm Reverend Tom Melvin, and I am delighted to be retiring the end of June. For me, that feels very hopeful right now. I was ordained a deacon in the United Methodist Church in 1979, and after completing my seminary degree in 1982, I had to wait a year, and then I was ordained an elder in 1983. I moved to Canada with my family, my wife and I, in 1992. And in 1994, I was received as a minister into the United Church of Canada. And I've been very grateful to call the United Church of Canada my home for these long years since 1992. I have found hope in my ministry through the affirming ministries of the United Church of Canada and Calgary Presbytery and now Chinook Winds Region. And I'm very grateful to people like Brian Delarue, who has carried the affirming message to many congregations, many churches, and has helped to make the United Church of Canada more affirming, open, inclusive, aware, sensitive, and conscious of others. I'm also very grateful that we found hope when Deer Park decided maybe 5 years or so ago to hire a social worker, to bring a social worker on board so that we could be more responsive to our community and to those people who are in need. Most recently, Deer Park and St. Andrew's United Church have been working together for about the past 6 or 7 years. It began with working together for Sunday morning worship and Sunday morning programming for children and youth. And of course, it has evolved into other ways of working together. Now we are deep into a conversation about amalgamation. Two churches coming from their areas of strength to become one church, to become a church that serves others and God in the world. And that feels very hopeful, and I'm excited about that. And I guess I will be watching with interest from the sidelines. I've also been very fortunate over these past several years to work with some of our very young talent in the United Church of Canada. I have been thrilled to have worked with Reverend Catherine Elston. I have been delighted to work with Reverend Hilary Van Spronson, who will be returning back to work after her year of maternity leave. And I've been very fortunate in this past year to work with Ms. Amy Haynes, a candidate and student for ministry. And I'm excited and hopeful that the candidacy pathway in the United Church of Canada will find ways to honor the gifts of some of our talented people who are coming through the channel seeking ordination and a place to serve God and Christ in the world. I'm also very grateful for our volunteers, and somehow this past year, the pandemic has made me appreciate volunteers much more, and especially those who have helped us to adapt and to change. I want to thank Richard Betts, who has helped us to be able to broadcast our services, not only for our members, but for people around the world. It's been a great learning experience, and it's given myself hope and many others hope. As we kind of wrap it up here at the end of my ministry, I do believe in the United Church of Canada, and I believe in what we say, that we are called to be the church. We are called to celebrate God's presence, to live with respect in creation, to love and serve others, to seek justice and resist evil, to proclaim Jesus crucified and risen, our advocate and our hope. And just one thing I'll throw out there, I use advocate instead of judge. For me, that feels more hopeful and more attuned to what I believe about the person and the work of Jesus. Thank you. It's been great. God bless.